And I'd like to welcome everybody to the Wednesday, October 15th, 2025 Idlewise Board of Commissioners meeting. At 9 a.m., we'll call the meeting to order, and the first thing we do is approve the agenda. I'll make a motion to discuss and approve the agenda.
Second?
I think we have a need for a non-public session
Yes.
to discuss a couple of issues. One of them will be a legal issue, and the other one is to protect the reputation of
Yep.
residents and contractors, so several subjects. With that note that we'll have a non-public session, how do you vote on approving the agenda?
Aye.
2-0 on the agenda. Next, at 9:01, we'll move to an operations and payroll manifest.
Minutes.
We didn't do the minutes yet?
No.
Let's see. So at 9:01, we'll do the approval, I'll make a motion to discuss and approve the minutes of October 7th.
Second.
Um,
I don't have anything written down, so.
I have two things. First, I bet that you leave that first line that says, call the meeting to order. It's been saying 9:01. Last week I called it to order at 9 o'clock. If you could change it to 9 and then use that from now on, because I do try to
You
start it
do.
right at 9.
It's true.
And I checked it with the video that it was 9 o'clock.
Yep.
And the second thing, the only other thing I had was, there's a, maybe under Commissioners' reports, there's a discussion of the Category Z FEMA,
Yes.
and the dollar amount you have in the minutes is 3,800,
Okay.
and it's
Oh, it's
38,000.
38,000.
Good God.
So those are the only two things. With those changes, I'll
I
vote
missed a
yes
0.
on
Yeah.
approving the minutes. How do you vote?
Aye.
2-0 on approving the minutes modified.
Yep.
And at 9:02, we'll cover the DPW. Jeff is not here because we have a contractor in with a
Manifest.
large excavator with a hammer on it.
Manifest.
You skip right over the manifest, so
So you
when I
keep
finish the
thinking about
manifest,
other
I'll skip
things.
over DPW and
Yep.
go to Commissioners' report. So now we're back to the operations and payroll manifest of $21,343.77. I'll make
Yes.
a motion to discuss and approve this manifest.
Second.
The discussion. Let's see, I'll bring that up.
It includes payroll too.
Yes.
So we have we're paying Alvin T. Coleman and Son for gravel that was used on Blinden. We're paying Eversource electrical bills, and we're paying Libby Computer. I had some questions on that, her invoice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if do you have a copy of it so you can
Mhm.
see?
I do.
It may have covered a number of months, but it wasn't clear to me.
It's just September.
Then let's discuss that one. Let's see, where is that?
I have since received October.
If you look at, there's no dates that run down the left side of the page under the category of dates.
Yeah.
And then the activities are, the descriptions are pretty much the same. The first one is quantity 1 for managed services.
Mm-hmm.
It says remote monitoring and maintenance, and then the next one says managed services, remote monitoring and maintenance, monthly fee. And a monthly fee includes Microsoft 365.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Correct.
And then the third one is managed service, remote monitoring and maintenance, network service and monitoring. So are these standard
Yes.
items for the month?
They
Okay.
are.
And that's why there's no date?
Yes,
That she's just
because
doing
they're
that?
strictly for the term, of October, of September. So, I
So,
guess I could ask her
if
to
it's
like
1 month-
make it more detailed as to like what month it's covering, is that what you mean?
Well, the balance due at the bottom of the first page is $375. And then it goes to a second page
Yeah, so
And
she.
it looks like it's repeated as
Unfortunately, yeah,
It looks like 2 months to me.
it is, it is, because I just remembered that I kept asking her for the invoicing, cause I wanted to get it in. I don't know if you know, and I kind of led to it, that she's had some personal
Yes,
things going
she
on, so
mentioned that.
she's behind, and she apologized for that. She's trying to catch up,
Okay,
so,
so she wasn't finding time to get the billing out to you.
correct,
But this should really say
it
2
is.
months.
the months
Yeah.
on it.
Let's see,
So what months is this?
so it's August and September, it's listed in the memo area of the manifest.
Yep.
Okay. And then, the other one I had is, the Chadwick Barras. Did you happen to see that one?
I noticed that it didn't, there was a comment that there was no page 2,
Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't,
but it has a total,
yeah,
and it mentions page 2.
You have it, do you have it there? Or-
the page two,
So I can show-
no, I
show-
told you that.
No, I mean, do you have what is, you sent us in front of you so you can see what I'm
Yes, I
talking
bring
about?
everything.
So we got
So
two sheets.
this is two,
And the
Okay.
first sheet is talking about the battery cable.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't break out anything except the charging $1,245.42.
there's two on here, 925 is the gas spring order,
Right, let me finish.
yep,
In this page, at the bottom of it says, page 1 of 2.
Yes.
And that's just one page for the battery that doesn't have enough detail of how they charge that amount of money
yeah,
For a battery.
for a
so where's,
not
yeah.
for a battery, for coming up and putting a fire hose sleeve over the existing battery cables to protect it from chafing against the metalwork. Now, it may be transportation, they may charge an outrageous amount to drive here, but they don't break
It
down.
doesn't say.
They say total one, like 1 hour costs $1,245.42. But the big point here is it's page 1 of 2, and there is no page 2 of 2. They go on to a new invoice, which is charging for the shipping of a $200 part, the gas spring, which you showed me when it came into the office. You said,
Correct.
"What is this?" And
Yep,
then you remembered what it was.
yep,
That was $55 to ship it to us.
yeah,
The thing's about this big.
Yep.
But that's a separate one that has a total box at the bottom, where the previous one that says page 1 of 2 with no page 2 doesn't have any
Right. Total.
format like this showing what the total is at the bottom.
Right.
yeah.
So,
I think we need to have some questions before we sign that check.
I think so too, is that we can't pay this with,
Well, page 2 didn't come, these come in the mail,
Right.
we're not paying this until we see what page 2 is. They have
you
to
do whatever
send,
you want, you don't have to pay it.
you're looking on, well, okay, so you're okay with the idea that we don't
Yeah,
pay
of
this one?
course.
Yeah, we're gonna hold it.
And you'll ask them for page 2?
Yes,
Yes.
and
So
I'm gonna
hopefully
ask them
page 2
if they can
explains
scan
why
it.
it says dollar amount and how
Yeah.
we got there. That was good.
Yep.
So those are the 2 invoices I think that jumped out at me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything else looked pretty standard.
We're paying the lawyer,
Mm,
and a lot of that money is
Uh-huh.
over driveways. So not only does it waste a lot of our time, and it costs us a lot of legal money for people that wanna not do the driveway right the first time. We're paying the accountant for the fiscal report, and you split that between water and
TPW.
operating budget?
Yep.
Yep, and a part for backpack blower, and that in salaries, bi-weekly pay for highway, for the administrator, and not for the commissioners this round.
Right.
So, I don't have any other issues. Do you have anything else you need to
Nope.
discuss?
all right, great.
So how do you vote? for this $21,343.77.
Holding the,
Holding the check for,
Chadwick one, yes.
yes. Aye.
201, approving
excellent,
this, holding the Chadwick check.
yep,
Until we see proper invoice for that. And then we have a water manifest for $4,969.55. I'll make a motion to discuss and approve that manifest.
Second.
And let me bring that up. That's a pretty simple one that
Yes.
has 2 items on it. One is paying the electrical bill, and the other one is reimbursing for September expenses.
correct.
Any other discussion on this?
Nope.
How do you vote on this?
Aye.
2-0 on approving this manifest.
Great.
I won't skip over the DPW. So at 9:11,
Yeah.
we'll discuss DPW, and Jeff has a request for vacation days.
Yes, it does.
Just 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make a motion that we approve this manifest to have Jeff take 2 vacation days.
Second.
How do you vote?
Aye.
2-0 on approving that, we'll sign that. Jeff is out with the rock hammer. Which is why he's not here this morning.
Mhm.
Yes.
He did send all his reports in.
Yes. Yeah, they've been busy and they're gonna continue to be busy.
They're moving the crack rock.
Yes.
I think the big pieces are going to Albany, if not all of it. It might be easier just to bring all of it in. I did drive up there, well, that'll be my commissioner's report, which is on my list. Any other noteworthy stuff that we should discuss with Jeff's?
Nope.
They worked on blending. There weren't a lot of subjects because what they were
Bristol
working on,
stock, yeah,
they worked on it for, they were basically uncovering a lot of the rocks so the rock hammer guy could be more efficient at. He
Yes.
could see what it is that they
Right.
wanna get
Yes.
out.
Yep.
So if there's nothing else to discuss with the highway department,
The only other thing I would discuss is notification for,
Maudsley?
when they get across from,
Maudsley?
yeah,
I'm
Do you know
sorry.
about this?
No,
This whole rock project started with a driveway issue of water coming into the Maudsley's property in the driveway. That's when they determined that getting their ledge out of the ditch above their house was gonna help fix this
Right.
thing. Well, now they're gonna hammer directly across the road, and there's nothing but an outcropping of ledge
right,
that goes under the road. It's all ledge up there.
yeah,
And they're gonna have that big machine banging the rock directly across, and the Maudsley's cars are very close to the edge of the road, so Willie Newtile of Black Dog Hardscaping that
Yeah.
has got his machine doing it is, wants those cars moved out of that driveway, because when he's banging rock, a piece of rock can fly,
you bet,
and he doesn't want it to hit their cars.
okay,
So, I don't know if you have email addresses?
I should, if, I should, I can't
If you
say
can-
for sure.
if you don't, I
What
do.
address is this? Do you know what address this is? Cause that would help. Even approximately,
It's in the 90s of
Yeah.
Oak Ridge Road.
okay, great,
The last house on the top of Oak Ridge Road is 100,
okay,
with, it used to be the lodge.
okay.
And they are, I think it's in the database. It has
I'm
a
sure
picture,
I
yes.
can find it.
Yeah,
So does Jeff know to contact me, or should I
well,
circle with Jeff?
that was my question, that's why I'm bringing it up is,
I'll talk to him about
Well,
it.
we heard this through Jeff.
Right.
So if you're asking if Jeff knows that,
He does know.
Yeah.
I just wanna make sure that he,
right,
lets me know.
I did send Jeff an email also saying that they're gonna be close to needing the culvert extensions for the Bergdorf project.
Right,
There's a 5-foot piece of pipe and 2
yep,
clam collars that go over each piece of the 3 pieces that are going into Bergdorf.
yep,
Jeff needs to get the 5-foot piece from DPW 2 and the 2 clam collars down to the Bergdorf site, so that they're there when these guys are going. Anything else on DPW?
No.
You all set with DPW?
I am.
Okay.
So now at 9:16, we'll do the commissioners' reports. So I did go to the top of Oak Ridge and met with Willie Newtile, who was hammering the ledge in the ditch line of Presidential. And I saw the 7400 International come out of Oak Ridge. I think they started hammering the rock at the intersection of where Presidential View wraps around the top of Clausen and heads up towards Oak Ridge.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to do that intersection, so I imagine they started hammering yesterday. He was only gonna transport yesterday, but once he got here, he was eager to start, so they started hammering yesterday, and I think they cracked a lot of the rock at that intersection. So our guys were there with the backhoe, even though I couldn't see them loading the rock. I did see the International come by while I was talking to Willie Newtow. They're doing a great job from what I saw Willie doing, and it should be interesting to see what the S-turn looks like after they get bypassed
Yeah.
this house. Also, I don't know if you read, Ian sent us an email about Lugano,
Yes.
more exploratory surgery to find problems that we can't anticipate because we can't see them. So now we know why they ran this 3/4 inch line from Idlewise Drive
Yes.
up Lugano, even though we have a 2-inch water main, is because it's nothing but ledge between the 2-inch water main and getting the service line to that house on Lugano.
Correct.
So Ian was happy to hear me say, let's hold off on that project now that we know that it's ledge under there. Let's do that the right way, excuse me, and arrange to have the rock hammer come next year on Lugano and hammer the rock so that we can run the service line in the proper way from the 2-inch main on Lugano over to the house and put the curb valve in.
Makes sense.
Ian suggested we could try to get away with insulating it, but I think it's too shallow.
long. It's too shallow.
Mm.
And so he was happy to hear that this is the way to do it. So this is the 4th thing that we've excavated to find out we can't do anything without another solution this year. So he's our exploratory surgeon, and then we bring in a team of other surgeons to actually do the job after we figure out what to do. Like Bergdorf, Aspen, and we didn't go back to Grissom yet for that one more valve.
No. While the hammer's in, I know they have
No.
multiple places right now.
Mhm.
Starting up at the top, moving down through Blendon, Upper Lakeview, moving further down. Would we leave it so that if they're done and still have a little time, we could have them do Lugano this evening, this fall? Or do we just want to plan right up front that we're going to hold until next year? I mean, I know we're going to have more hammering to get done next year.
Yes. So let's discuss that. They have uncovered enough rock that they want hammered that would exceed the budget that we have against the warrant article.
Okay.
Now, to hammer Lugano wouldn't be out of the highway operations budget or the warrant article. That would actually be against the water systems
Yes,
financing.
yes,
So there's the transportation charge to bring the excavator in and out. And we could, if there was a way of taking advantage of the fact that the rock hammer is already here,
Yeah,
maybe our backhoe could uncover what Ian backfilled already to close Lugano back up. And then what do we do? Ian would have to come in and do the piping job, and he
Yeah.
doesn't know that. He now understands that we're not doing it.
right.
And I don't know how we would get the excavator from the Little Shore side of the pond to
So
Lugano.
Lugano, without,
oh jeez.
yeah, without moving it.
I think I'd rather see them truck that excavator back in the spring and
Makes
do it all
sense.
then.
Mm-hmm. And have that dealt with first.
And they're gonna identify a lot of other places over in that area that they wanna get the rock out of. I think Black Dog sees that he's gonna get plenty of work out of Idleways, cause we're fixing rock problems that have been here since Idleways was created.
Uh-huh.
So you okay with that idea?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just listed it for spring 2026.
So when we get into budget season, which is happening soon, we'll have to decide how we wanna do that.
Yes,
It may be that we agree that it becomes a new line item, seeing how we had a warrant article to raise money for it, and now we see how it operates. We can plan better with him because we now know how long it takes him to do ledge and the huge eggs that are sticking halfway out of the ground.
mm-hmm,
Last week, we met with the engineer from DuBois and King in a video conference from the office, and we discussed the uranium system, and he's gonna send the stuff to the state for them to know where the project is, and the goal is to get this installed.
yes,
I'm rethinking the idea that I write the specs for bids for it. I just can't keep taking projects on when I haven't finished a lot of them. I have
Mhm.
lots to do with the other ones, so. When Woody gets back, we could decide now that we notify Nick that we would rather have him write the specs for bidding it out. Maybe we'll discuss this in non-public, how we wanna go about this, but I basically am looking to not be the one that writes the bid package for this.
makes sense. We can certainly say, well, I think we wanna name contractors, so that would be non-public, to finalize that, but yes, I definitely agree that Nick could be the one that puts that together, so that we don't have to.
Okay. So let's discuss that. Last week I asked for a motion to approve me finding a firewood processing company to take the logs out of DPW
Yes,
1. In the interim, since that vote, I went and looked at the wood. I'm rethinking that one. The quality of most of that stuff is not worth calling a contractor, or calling a wood processing company and asking them if they wanna process it for
oh,
us.
it's already punky.
It's, some of it's pretty old, some of it's had new stuff that fell down across the road added to it. And, we need another way of getting rid of it. I'm back to, I don't know if you heard the stories of when we had the ice storm and we had all kinds of trees fall down, and
Mm-hmm.
that led to a bonfire, New Year's Eve of the
Yes.
year 2000. We had like the trunks of 20 trees that were like 15 feet long. And we got approval from Madison Fire Department to build a huge 15-foot high fire.
Jeez.
And
Well,
it was a huge bonfire. It was really cold New Year's Eve, and there was probably 150 people. Anyway, I'm thinking
a
that,
bonfire.
yeah, maybe New Year's Eve we ask if we can do it again and just burn this stuff and get rid of it. It would mean transporting it out of there.
Yeah.
This is a legacy issue, another one that we have to solve.
Right.
But I'd like to clean that up, everything around that area, so. I'm not gonna contact the firewood processors,
Yeah.
or report is, and
Yeah.
we'll discuss this more when Woody gets back. We got a quote to crack seal all of Bergdorf in preparation for a chip seal.
Blinden.
Blinden, I said Bergdorf. Blinden, yes. And that quote came in at 17,000.
Yeah.
Which I think we need to discuss that against next year's budget.
Yes.
So I'm gonna contact the contractor that sent the proposal and say, we're not gonna do anything this year. And in an amount that much, I think we need to get a second estimate on that too, which I'll do.
Yeah, we need to get a second, and then, possible a 2026 warrant article.
Right? Because if the crack ceiling has gone up that much, I seem to remember we paid $6,600 to do all of Otherwise Drive and Appenville Way to Aspen. And the crack ceiling, it may not have been that cracked, but I would have to think that it was pretty close, and that's a longer stretch of pavement. Anyway, this price has gone up by a lot over what I was expecting it to be based on a 2012. So we need more estimates on that. This afternoon at 1 o'clock, I'm gonna meet Bryant Paving and go around and show them. I did show all of the paving to the contractor that gave us the crack sealing bid. Part of his proposal to crack seal, he also says that his company's not interested in the paving part of it. He's got 2 crews, and the paving crew is not looking for work, they're already booked out.
Yeah.
He was interested in the crack sealing this fall. So I'm gonna bring another contractor on, Bryant, this afternoon at 1 o'clock to see the FEMA fixes in Lugano and Aspen with the,
Could we show them Blinden at the same time?
Yeah, for crack sealing.
yeah, I don't know if they do crack sealing.
I don't know, but we could certainly ask.
Yes,
Especially if you're gonna be meeting with them.
yep. And if he doesn't, he'll tell me
He'll tell you.
which one to
Right.
get a hold of. Willie Newtile, Black Dog, was in a conversation about the International with our crew, and it came out that it's a 6-wheeler and it's the right size for them to do graded ditching of the roads, but a 10-wheeler doesn't work with our backhoe. The backhoe can't get into it. So it so happens that Willie Newtile has a 6-wheeler and would rent us the truck to use if we wanted to drive it, and if we wanted to contract him to drive it, that's possible too. So I said that will figure into our next year's budgeting strategy, because we have a lot more ditching to do with the FEMA money next year.
Yes.
We talked about Lugano. I think we should write a response to the property owner on the Class 6 Wrigley Road. He responded to us saying he
Yes.
can't leave the road, that way we see it as dangerous. And I don't know if you sent us a copy of what you sent him?
Yep.
Uh,
Well, his response. I had a phone conversation with him,
That's why, okay.
and then he followed up with a response. So
Okay.
he's having his vendors deal with this as best he can.
You're seeing this for the second time when a property owner is telling us to talk to his contractor, and you know that doesn't work.
No, he's not asking me to deal with his vendors, he's,
What he's
Dealing
saying to
with
us
his
is, they'll fix it when they get around to it.
well,
That's what I read, is that he didn't say any date that he's gonna have this problem resolved.
he, in my discussion, he knows the urgency of this. So
I
I
need to
think,
see it in writing as to when he's gonna resolve this. I think we need to say to him, I don't know if you brought up to him, or whether you would have known to bring up to him, that one of the issues is that our Class 6 roads serve as access to a woods fire.
Yeah.
Particularly this year with the drought.
Yeah.
Is that we can't have people making it so that if the Madison Fire Department want to get their forestry truck, they have a four-wheel drive forestry truck.
yeah,
I'm picturing that that's when they would send that kind of vehicle down if they couldn't access it with the fire engines
Right.
and the pumper. So,
yeah.
I just wanna, in the
Circle back with him?
yeah, just a
Yeah.
message to say, we're
Please give us a
concerned,
date.
we're concerned about people innocently taking a turn down a Class 6 road that looks inviting now when
Yeah,
they're
it
approved.
really is.
To suddenly find that there's no signage to say, you're gonna drive off this
Yeah.
thing,
I know,
and he'll be liable for it.
I know.
Because we're on record with him, and
That's a
his
good point.
response didn't
that's a
cover
very
that.
good point.
So, we'll discuss that in the non-public session too. And my last note is, we discussed having a focus group, a residents meeting to discuss the Idlewise section of the Madison Master Plan.
Yep.
Uh-huh,
We picked the 25th, which is a Saturday,
yes.
and did we get a reservation on a room? Did we decide where that's gonna be?
Here,
It's gonna
It
be
is
here.
with Madison
They're
TV,
okay with that?
Yep.
Okay. And that's gonna be at 10 o'clock, I think we said?
10 o'clock.
10 a.m.
And I sent an email to the office and copied the other two commissioners on a vision survey for, you printed out?
Yep.
And when Woody gets back, I'd like to discuss this. Not have you guys actually fill it out and write out your answers, but this will be the basis, this will be kind of like what we talk about when we get to the meeting on the 25th with the residents. So we'll advertise that October 25th meeting.
It is, do you want me to put out a blast on MailChimp?
Yes,
Okay.
I'll help you
Sure, if you
write
want
that
to.
one to you. And that's my commissioner's report,
Are you sure?
yes. If I have something else,
Tilly comes up with something else.
I'll leave
unless you
some
say
lines.
something reminds me.
Okay.
Okay, you're up.
The one thing I wanted to make sure is we got the notice from DES referring to some emissions on the CCR, the 2025 CCR, and we have to include that information in the 2026 CCR. Simply Water does the CCR.
Yes.
So I just want to make sure that they're going to get, that you're going to send that email, forward it to them so that they have it to put together the 2026 CCR. And that was the big thing that I had. Oh, that, and I'm doing the motion log, so I'll have that for next week.
Do you recall off the top of your head what they were looking for in the consumer confidence report?
It's a list of
trying to
like
find
4 or
it.
5 things.
It's 3 or 4 things. One of them was or they seem to be violations that were corrected in future testing, but they still have to be listed on the CCR.
And this would be the uranium?
I'm pretty sure it had to do
Uranium
with
is one of them.
uranium.
I think sodium is one of them.
I don't
There
know.
was a couple. But they're supposed to be listed on the CCR as, for this quarter, we had this be too
Right.
high,
Because,
you know?
yeah, but, okay, all right, yeah, because it was for 2024. The CCR is done in 2025, but it's for 2024.
Correct.
That's why I don't remember, because it happened 2 years ago.
Well, yeah. But,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's something that's,
Yeah, they
Done. I mean,
they
you
clearly
know.
said we don't have to redo the CCR.
right.
We don't have to,
No.
you know, send any type of special notice. It's simply just something that we have to make sure gets included
Wow.
in the 2026.
yeah,
If we
Uh,
had any that in
yeah.
2025,
Yeah,
which we, so that's interesting.
Mm.
We are testing Muddy Beach, but we're not distributing.
correct.
So
But we're still required, because it is a municipal well
we'll spell that out in
site.
the report, we'll tell everybody.
Yeah.
Like we're doing anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
no problem. Very good, so we're done with commissioners' reports. So now we move on to water system issues at 9:36. And you have a work order for 12 Jungfrau?
yeah, so you guys wanna start looking at the, the work orders that
Mhm.
I submit. Generally, like the general stuff, I don't think you need to see, but stuff like this, I'm sure you wanna review, right?
Okay.
Mhm.
So this is one of them. And Nancy happened to be at the office at the time the owner called. And this is the best way to handle this, is to finalize this curb valve for this location once and for all. I mean, there's been too much back and forth, like unresponse inquiries, the whole bit.
Yeah.
The card that is a completely different address, it needs to be resolved, and this is the best way to do it.
So, Winter and I were out there and we
A while
saw
back.
where
Yeah.
Simply Water identified, and there was confusion about the card being further down the street, and it was actually a black
Two-
3/4 inch line coming out of
Yeah.
the ground. So what does the owner need us to,
To identify where their curb valve
Confirm.
is.
We need to confirm that that is the curb stop valve
For that
for that property.
Right.
Because it was put in many years ago. If it was put in after anywhere after we did the, what do you
I
call it?
believe that Simply Water painted blue arrows where
There are
that-
pictures, yeah. I mean, those blue
So,
isn't there anymore,
I'm
but
trying to figure out
Oh.
what I can do, what we can do beyond that. What are we looking for here?
because the information that kept coming back from Simply Water is very contradicting as to which one it is. Is it a valve that's, nobody knows. And then the last time he went out there to try to identify, he says there's no curb valve over there. We need to finalize this once and for all.
Alright,
The woman is so upset at this point that she's gonna call everybody and their grandmother.
I'll go look at this and see whether the markings are still there. I'll
They're not
verify.
there anymore.
Right, I'll remark it and take a picture of it and say, there's definitely a curb stop here and this is it.
Yeah.
And put a flagging tape on it and say, this is it.
We need a card.
I'll draw a card, I'll draw pictures.
All right, but this
Photographs.
has already been submitted, because I talked to Nancy about it,
To
and we
Simply Water.
decided this
Yeah.
is the best way to handle this.
So, it's already underway for them to go
That
do all
is
this.
absolutely correct.
It's a done deal. So we'll wait to see the results of that. then.
Yep,
Because I think there's 2 or 3, or at least 2 curb stop
Mhm.
cards that need to be
Fixed.
fixed.
mhm,
So, it doesn't do good to have a database with curb stops if they're to the wrong house.
And we discussed the Lugano water line,
Yeah, you did.
so we'll move on from water.
One thing on water, and I know we just got a new one. The water blow-offs, the hydrants. Should they,
Excuse me.
should they be red?
The blow-offs?
Yeah, they're red, and normally I think of red as something that the fire department can connect to, and the fire department cannot connect to these. Because our water system is not strong enough to do that.
Yeah.
So I know we got a bunch on up towards Rhineac. There were some on Blint, you know. So I know there's been some put in, but as we're setting this up as the way we're going to do this moving forward, should they not be red?
That'd be a question for Ian and maybe a question for the fire department, whether they would rather not see them red, where people would say, well, why didn't you connect to that hydrant during this fire?
Right.
It's because the mains are not rated on those
Correct.
blow-offs to support a pumper truck.
Right.
Are they painted red or are they
They come
red?
from the manufacturer.
They come from the manufacturer red, but they are available in other colors.
I
And-
see.
You can get them in yellow or blue.
And they're not meant to be, even though the vendor paints them red when they ship them, they're not meant to be firefighting hydrants, they're meant to be blow-offs.
Right.
If you go to the website, that's what they, so,
It was just something I was questioning when I was looking at it, like,
I'll send an email to the chief of the fire department and to the water operator,
okay.
raising that issue then. All set on water then?
Yep.
So now at 9:42, we'll see if there's a administrator's report. No?
No.
9:42, electric rate review, neighborhood energy.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys had a chance to kind of compile any of that stuff, you know, with the Eversource bills.
Did you have a chance to compare their numbers against Eversource?
Do we wanna get that put together for next week?
Do I do that? Just,
Well, I don't know what you want me to do. He's provided all the information and you can,
did he compare it against our current rate? Because we gave him our bills,
Yes.
right?
yeah, he has what the rate is
Let me
right
bring it
now.
Yeah. Let's see. That was a separate email, right? That wasn't with the package, that wasn't with all the files you sent for this week?
Yeah, it
It's in that too?
comes, you have the Eversource bills with the manifest. And then his last proposal came yesterday.
That's the one where he has introducing Pierre? in the subject
That's
line?
what he has in his, yeah, he keeps using, it's okay, so it would be dated the, October 14th. These rates constantly change, you can't
Uh-huh.
really nail it down,
Correct.
I mean, it's.
So how are you feeling about
daily
this, Jennifer?
thing.
You think we should do this or not?
Well, I mean, we really need to sit and do a comparison, because all I know is electric rates are going up across the board, for everybody. So,
Particularly in Maine.
yep,
Next week?
Next week.
yeah,
Okay. Water should be part of this too anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. And SCADA will be part of the non-public session?
Yes.
okay.
Now at 9:45, we move to signature items. And a permit for operations for 29 Gerson Road.
Yep.
For a driveway?
Yes.
and I'll make a motion that we approve a permit to operate for 29 Grissom Road.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And the release of the lien will happen next week?
No, I got it here, I mean.
You wanna
can
do it
have
without
two-
water?
well, yes,
Okay, you wanna get it done,
I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, we
Needs
need to get it
go.
done.
so we'll do
So-
that.
You
We'll go
can,
upstairs and
yeah,
do
Yeah,
yep,
So when
finish with non-public, we can,
we'll go up before non-public,
yeah, we can do that.
oh, sure, okay,
and then we'll come back and I'll do
there you
that.
go.
Does this need a motion, or?
We made a motion
Well,
last week.
It's, they rejected it because of font size,
Yep,
so,
what am I saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can't sign it until,
you do
till,
it in
till we
front
got
of the
the
notary.
Right.
notary.
Alright, so we'll do that.
Okay,
So now at 9:46, we move to correspondence, 47 Hartwell Drive. And that discussion should be non-public too.
Yes,
Notification of driveway paving at 42 Oak Ridge. I was up there this morning.
okay,
This driveway is negative grade,
mm-hmm,
right from the edge of the road,
okay.
the entire length of this driveway. It is fresh pavement, so the issue is,
They paved without a permit.
yeah, so what do you wanna do with that?
We should send him a letter and tell him he needs to send in,
application to pay.
the application and the fee.
So that's a motion by you that I'll second.
Okay,
Give me a chance to write that down.
Mm-hmm,
All in favor of sending that letter?
aye.
2-0. So that takes care of correspondence. There's no public appearance, public comments, no non-agenda items. So at 9:47, I'll make a motion that we go into non-public session after we go upstairs and get this lien
Release the
release
lien,
notarized.
Yep.
How do you vote in favor of
Sec-
going to non-public?
Oh.
You second the motion to go
Second.
non-public. How do you vote on it?
Aye.
Roll call has Nancy as aye, and I
Yeah.
vote aye also. Thank you, Carol. 9:47.